Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you to those of you who have commented and liked and subscribed on my latest videos. I really enjoy interacting with you guys and talking with you about the videos and your thoughts around your planners and your thoughts around my planners, and just, you know, the commonality, the things that we all struggle with or think about as we enjoy our hobby around planning and stationery products. So again, thank you for that. So what's today's video about? I thought I would start with giving you just a little flip through of the Hobonichi English. As I mentioned in a previous video, I am using this for the month of October with the hope that I could continue to use this into 2022. Well, not this exact one, obviously it would be a 2022 one, but continue to use this style of planning. And one of the things I've learned this year is that this A6 size works really well for me. I was in an A6 rings for quite some time. I'll post a link to some of those videos up in the top card there. But I wanted to try this just because I wanted to get away from the rings for a little while and use something different. So I already had this. I had originally planned to use it as a journal at the beginning of the year, but then when my stepfather passed away in January, the last thing I wanted to do was journal. Those were just not days or things I wanted to keep in terms of for posterity. What I remember is enough. So anyway, so this has just been sitting on the shelf. Well, the book had been sitting on the shelf, and I decided to pull it out and try it out for the month of October just to see what it was like to plan in this again at this stage in life. So I thought I would start out with just kind of doing a flip through. As I mentioned to you guys, I am planning to slowly back plan in here so that I have the whole year, because right now what I have for the rest of the year are my A6 pages in this, you know, that were in the rings, and you can see because I had slit, a lot of these pages are coming off. So I'd really like to have a more permanent way to keep all of this. So my plan is to slowly catch all of this into here, transcribe it. I'm doing it a little bit at a time, a few days or a few weeks at a time while we're watching TV in the evenings, things like that. So at this point I'm up to July 14th. That's where I'm at. I'm working my way backwards. So when that happens, then I won't worry so much about keeping the ring stuff for posterity because it'll all be in here. I'm having fun adding stickers and pictures and things like that, which I'll show you. I just wanted to show it's not bulking up as much as I expected it to. So this is also going to be a fun experiment to see when I get finished doing this back planning for the rest, for the beginning of the year. What does this look like? How thick is it? Because that'll tell me whether or not I can use something like this next year without being annoyed at how thick it is by this time next year. So if you notice this beautiful yellow cover that I have, I just posted a review of this on my channel not too long ago. I'll post a link up in the notes there. And I have updated my cover a little bit with just some cute stickers that I ordered from Redbubble. I have 3 black cats, so I love black cats, and I thought I would put that on here. I added a couple of other fun stickers just to kind of decorate and make this a little bit happier. And I'll show you the other ones. I've got a couple more back here. This one and this one with the tea bag, and then a kitty cat. So those are the ones I ordered. So here's my quick flip through what October looks like. This is the front, you know, month at a view, and I'm using this like I was in my rings, tracking sleep and tracking my moods. I've also been tracking my headaches because I've been dealing with some migraines, so I'm trying to keep track of the intensity and the duration. So that's what you see there as well. I need to go back, get the sleep from my watch app and put that in here. Then here is my October month at a glance, which is busy. October is busy. I've added some stickers above and beyond what I had. I've got a bunch of old Happy Planner stickers, so every once in a while I pull them out and try to use a few, so you'll see some in here. So that's pretty much it. Just really working towards, you know, using this as simple as possible, as pen only impossible, and then going back later and decorating. So I did add this. This is an old, something I've had from years ago. and I just printed it out on vellum and stuck it in here. It says, when life feels overwhelming, step back, listen to your heart, and simply begin. So I added that here for January. And I haven't really done much here, so I'll flip to, I think July is where, yeah. So I'm working, you know, on back planning, and this, again, I'm just writing straight pen as there's where I left off, July 14th, as I'm working through, and then I'll go back and decorate. So August, September, October are pretty much done. I'll just do a quick flip. You can see some pages are blank, some pages have a little bit. This is when the migraine started. And then I've also, as you may have seen on my Instagram post, I've also been printing out pictures on clear sticker paper and then putting them in here. I'm printing them on clear sticker paper on the laser printer that I have in my home office. And I love this because they're very thin. It doesn't bulk it up, but I get to add pictures very easily and quickly. So I just printed them in like a contact print size. So a single sheet of paper, I think I got like 10 or 12 pictures. Here's my September tasks. Lots of post-it notes, notepads, other random things. This was when we went to dinner for our birthdays. There's that ugly migraine rearing its head again. So I'll just flip through quickly and show you. So down in the bottom here, I put what we eat for dinner, and then usually right above it, I'll put whatever we're watching on TV. As I mentioned before, I'm doing this page from this point on as a currently page. So what am I reading, watching, listening to, enjoying, drinking, eating, and looking forward to? So this is my monthly task list. There's some more pictures. Again, more pictures. I'm also using a Cocoa Daisy page here, and I'm just taping it in. This is my weekly to-do. This is the meals. So I started doing this the first week of October, and I really like it. So you'll see that I've continued doing that here as well. It works out really well. And you can also tell here that I'm moving more and more towards journaling and less, well, this had a lot of to-dos, but more and more journaling. And that's where really what I think I'd like to do with this. Here's next week. So here's my to-dos, my meals. And then I've got a few things noted in here. I went ahead and, when I was printing on vellum, made use of the whole page. So I did this for Halloween. I did this for November, and I think I stuck another one, yeah, in here for Thanksgiving. So that's all I've got so far. Not really doing a whole lot of forward planning on the dailies, and especially since I've been using this more and more as the days have moved on as a journal than anything. And what I'm thinking that I'd like to do is continue to use this. But what I'm finding is that I'm missing the rings for planning. Why? I don't know. I don't know why this doesn't feel like a planner to me. I'm certainly using it as a planner. I mean, if you look at this week, I mean, I've got lots of things to do here and, you know, appointments and things like that. But for some reason, in my mind, this really is more of a journal than a planner. So, what am I going to do? I don't know. I want to continue to use this as I planned through the end of October, which is 2 weeks. It's not a big deal. But I'm also thinking about pulling my rings back out, and I would either pull out my personal size rings or my A6 rings. I haven't decided yet because I really like the A6 size, but I'm missing my pretty personal planner covers. So I'm torn. What I'm thinking about doing for the rest of the year is that I'll probably continue to journal in this because I really do like that. I like printing out the pictures, putting those in, adding stickers and decorations, and, you know, tracking things, but taking out the day-to-day to-do items and really using this more as a reflective type of thing. That would mean that I could go back to using my rings, which, as I've said, in my brain, this is where I plan. I don't know why it's that way, unless maybe it's just because that's what I've done for more than 20 years. I've planned in a ring planner, so it may just be that I'm so entrenched in that habit that making the switch to plan in something else just feels too weird. I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking that I'm going to do for the rest of the year. Is it'll be a two party show here, or two planner party that I'll be doing. Use the rings for to-dos and forward planning. Use the Hobonichi for the reflective journaling and memory keeping, photos, that kind of thing. What does this mean for next year? I don't know. I'm still thinking through that. I still have a few months to decide. If you watch my 2022 planner videos, you know I have a couple of options. I have the Jibun Techo days, I have the A6 Hobonichi, and I also have Hobonichi weeks. Actually, I have 2 Hobonichi weeks. So probably will end up being rings in spite of all of those things that I have. The A6 size will probably be a journal, just like I'm thinking I'm going to use this for the rest of the year. It's not as intimidating to me to journal in here. It's a smaller page size. I don't know. It's just fun. So I'm thinking that's probably what I'll do for next year. What about the Jibun Techo? I don't know. Somebody posted a comment in one of my, it was in the 2022 video. She posted a comment that she's thinking about using it for work, and that's really resonating with me because I tried using a cousin this year for work, and I just don't need all of that. I don't need the monthly, weekly, daily, because everything calendar wise is pretty much in my Outlook. But I do like to forward plan some things on our communications and marketing schedules. So if I had the monthly views in the Jibun Techo days, I could use that for the forward planning stuff, and then use the dailies for my daily notes and journaling and things like that. I'm just not sure that a single page per day would work. Some days that's perfect. Some days I need multiple pages per day. So I have to think that through. But that's a thought for that. And then the weeks, I have no idea, but I continue to buy them and use them periodically, sporadically throughout the year. So I will probably do the same thing next year. All of that to say, the plan right now for the rest of the year is when I show you videos, it will probably be one or both of these. And depending on how personal I get in the journaling in here, I may edit out some of what I show in here and not show you everything. So when I do a November setup, it'll be in here, and I will film it and I will show it to you guys. I'm waiting on my Cocoa Daisy kit to arrive. I think it's supposed to be here this weekend, so hopefully I'll be able to get that filmed in the next few days and show that to you as to what I've done to move into this for November. I'm not planning right now to move out of this until the 1st of November. That just gives me a little bit of time to make the transition smoothly. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am trying really hard to be very transparent with the crazy train, as I've called it in the past, and where I move from one thought to another in terms of my planning. And I just want to be transparent with you guys and share where I'm at and what I'm thinking. If you were coming to my channel looking for somebody who's in one planner and stays in one planner all the time, this is probably not the place for you. But if you're looking for somebody who does fairly minimal planning that is not too overly stickered and decorated and more functional than anything in nature, and generally the same system regardless of the book or the rings that it lives in, then you've found the right place, and I hope you'll come back and watch more videos. As always, thank you so much for commenting, for liking, and I hope you'll subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you made any changes between the beginning of October and the end of October, or are you still chugging along in the same planner that you've been using? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.